Hi everybody, it's time to get back onto the glazing. The last few weeks we had a break, and the last few weeks have been all about trying to get some more pots ready for glazing, and I just want to start going back into this discussions about glazing, layering, and what we all are doing to get the best out of the kit we've got. Now, I just want to sort of discuss a little bit that when I first started, the first thing I did was actually, when I got my first few glazes in, the first thing that I did was make some discs using the, not discs, but basically using the pot structure that we see quite a lot. I think Old Forge does it, John the Potter has it on there, and really I need to do a video of how to make the ability to have little pieces of clay that we can then put our layers on and get them fired when we've got the firing going. So what I basically did on my first time with doing this is I subsequently did a white background for all of these, put white over the top. I did them all on their own, and then I did them all with oatmeal to see the reactions, and then I've played about with a few other little ones where I've had things like iron luster and smoky merlot and oatmeal on to see what reactions I got. Now as time has gone on, if I turn this round, I've got another load here that I'm just in the process. I've just numbered them all. I've just got a an underglaze, little underglaze system there with a needle point, and given them all numbers. But I've got a number of glazes on that side, and I've also got a few glazes on that side that it's now time to look at that a bit more. And the big one that I haven't done here, and which I'm very interested in, is how black works as a base layer with things like indigo float over the top, seaweed, smoky merlot. So I did some bigger ones. I decided that I wanted more space to actually see some reactions, and I cut them out with the diamond core tool, made some, so they're just having the layers on now, and I'll go through that with you as it evolves. But I just wanted to sort of give you a heads up. I'm going to get all the foundation done, in other words, all the bottom coats of these done, you know, I'll bring you on board as this evolves, and then we'll talk about, again, my thought process of what we're going to try on the top layers. And that then gives me a heads up. What I have found as well, and I'm sure you're all the same, I've got lots of pots now done that I love the reactions, but now as I'm starting to evolve, I've got the opportunity to put my pieces into a shop, and of course I'm putting those pieces then away from my visual sight, which is actually then I realise my stimulus. So the pieces that have worked for me, what I want to do is try and replicate on some format, so that I can go, what do I want to do today? Well, now I'm doing blue rutile here. We've got blue rutile with white, and then we put the blue rutile over the top with some oatmeal. We've got the blue rutile on its own, so we can actually see what it does. But again, I've put some oatmeal on the side. That's the blue rutile. And then this one is blue rutile with the white over the top. So I've done it both ways, vice versa. And that actually gives me a very different image. So it's that sort of thing. Just trying to get my head round what can actually work. There's no real format to this. I've just really got to take it as it comes and see how we go and learn. So yeah, we'll see you soon as this thing evolves. Speak to you soon. Right, so welcome back. I have done quite a bit of work. We've got 5 of these sections with 3 layers of obsidian that I'm going to talk you through what I'm thinking of doing there. I'll just show you where we're at. Pieces. All of these have got 3. All of these have got 3 layers on, and then what I've done is I've used a underglaze to write on the bottom of them all. So I just wanted to sort of give you a sort of heads up of what we've done so far. I've done the opposite, so each one of these will have a pattern, as I said. So as Emerald Falls Smoky Merlot, Blue Midnight and Blue Stone, seaweed and indigo float, textured turquoise and sapphire float, and last of all, blue brutal and iron luster. So they've had 1 coat so far, and they've got to have 3. So I will continue to work on that and keep you up to date. Cheers. Can't stop it. Okay, so just to give you a heads up where we're at now, these 2 are the Amaco lava ones. They've had 4 coats of each, but now what I'm going to do, just to give me some understanding, is I'm going to put the white, the light lava over the black, and the black lava over the white, just to see whether I get a reaction with that. We know that we get a really nice reaction with the red with this, so again, I may just do some of the red on a section at the back. So that's the plan with those 2. These, as you know, are the ones we've talked about, where we've got, I've done them now 2 coats. I think I will just do a 3rd coat on the top 3rd, and then I'm going to put oatmeal on some of those to see. The overlap is a bit more of a problem than I thought. So I'm going to see about how or whatever to do with the overlap, but I'll talk you through what I decide once we get to getting them out of the kiln. Hopefully I'm going to get the kiln on today, just with these, and then I've got a piece that I've got a commission to do, so I've got to paint that up and get that in the kiln. And then I've got these extras, but I will come back onto the video in a bit and tell you what I'm going to do with the extras. Okay. So I have now got these tiles done, so that if I make sure the camera can see, what I've done is I've done 3 layers of obsidian, and then I've done 3 layers of the colours I've chosen, but this one has overlapped this colour and this side has overlapped the green. Now in this case with this tile, this is going to be, let me get it right, Emerald Falls and Smoky Merlot. So this is Emerald Falls over Smoky Merlot, and this is Smoky Merlot over Emerald Falls over the obsidian. Now, the reason for doing this, I'm having a cup of tea, but this is one I've kept back. This is a prime example, okay? This is 3 layers of obsidian, then 3 layers of seaweed, but then with oatmeal. So you can see what the oatmeal, how the oatmeal has affected the seaweed and actually made this wonderful texture. So the decision is that I will, on the sides of all of these, I'm going to leave it so that this section here will be just the colour. It will be the colour over the obsidian. But the side that has the pattern, I'm going to do oatmeal thick on this end, so I can see the reaction that I've had with the mug. Okay, there's lots of discussions about oatmeal, isn't there? Now, I've not been into this oatmeal for quite a while, so I am going to just do a little bit of work on it, make sure that all of the oatmeal is down into the, it's even got these heavy bits, and it is solid, but I will give it a bit of stir, and if you do give it a stir, it does end up a little bit less stiff. It is one that is it doesn't really shake very well. Okay, so okay, yes, as you can see. So right, so as I said, we're going to leave the section that's not got any pattern, this pattern, so that's just the colour, but the bit that I've put the pattern on, I'm going to put actually oatmeal all over, thick, on both sides, which is what I've done when I've done the mug. And then I'm going to put oatmeal as a globule at the top, so it runs. So if you have a look at that, let me just check you can see what I'm thinking. So I put the oatmeal on, and then I've put a globule, so we've got a run, and that's what I'm going to do to the other 5. This is how I have put the oatmeal on all of the test tiles. I've just basically done the corner that has the cutouts. This is textured amber brown with the oatmeal on. Then I realised I said the wrong thing. I meant ancient jasper, because ancient jasper is the one that I've seen has caused a reaction. So I'm probably going to do the ancient jasper on the other side, and I'm going to do the white on the other side. So my facing side has the true colour. Give you an update of where we've got to. We have done all of the separate glazes with white. On the back side of them, they've all got oatmeal, and then ancient jasper, she says. I'm sure it's ancient jasper. Let's have a little look. Yeah, ancient jasper. See if we've got reactions we get with those. Then, as I've pointed out, we've got all these big ones. Now, there's a question mark about oatmeal. I have dried everything as I've gone with heat and actually in the oven. So I have got the cracks, but I've had cracks before on anything I've done with oatmeal. And in fact, here's one that I painted before that's been sitting here ready for the kiln. That's the Midnight Skies glaze, the one that I've shown you before, where we've got obsidian, smoky merlot and oatmeal over the top with the rainforest on the outside. And then there's another one here, which is, I've put the holes in there, the pressure points, and that's going to be snow with obsidian, indigo float and ancient jasper over the top. And then I've got the big bowl that you watched me throw, and one of my cups that is a commission. So done a few little flowers on the way. We've done this one, smoky merlot, with snow around the edge. That's indigo float with snow on the whole leaf, with a little bit of the green speckle there. And these ones are obsidian with red on, and always gets me the blue celadon storm with red on. I just want to see what that does. So we've got a few bits there. I'm going to put the kiln on now, and then I will get it all put together and show you the results. So everything is on a base. It's not on the kiln shelf, even though I've got the mate, you know, nothing should run on the kiln shelf because of the way that I've made the test tiles. Yeah, I've just done that as a backup. So the kiln's going on.